Welcome to Gemara Academy. In this class, we will learn Taisis Dibra Maschel, Avalamata Miyu Divra Kol Chayev, the Omar Kluta Kimisha Huncha. Let's begin. Avalamata Miyu Divra Kol Chayev, the Omar Kluta Kimisha Huncha. At this point in the Gemara, we explain that one of the ways of understanding the machlekes between Rabbi Kiva and the Rabbanan is they're only arguing when a person threw the item from one Rosh Hashanah to another Rosh Hashanah through the Rosh Hashanah when it was thrown above 10 tefachim. That's when they're arguing. However, if he threw it within 10 tefachim, then everybody will agree that he's chayiv da'amrinan, because we say kluta k'misha unchadami. We say that when an item is contained in the ear of a rishus, it's as if it's resting there. And therefore, when the item was thrown from Rosh Hashanah over the Rosh Hashanah, we say it was now contained, at this point it was contained in the Rosh Hashanah. It's as if it's resting in the Rosh Hashanah, and therefore the person is chayiv for the malacha of Eitzah. He took it out of the Rosh Hashanah into the Rosh Hashanah. So Taisis is going to bring out 2 points. Number one, Taisis will point out that there's an exception to this rule of klota. Even if we hold of klota, there's an instance where we don't say klota. Number two, Taisis will ask, how can we establish that everybody agrees that we say klota, both Rabbi Kiva and Rabbanan? So let's see it inside. Explains Taisis, when the item is in the hand of the poor person, or of the rich man, the owner, we don't say klota. So in our Mishnah, when we do say klota, if the ani picked up the item, brought it into the Rosh Hashanah, and put it down into the hand of the balabayas, we say kluta when it's in the hand of the balabayas, kluta kamisha hunchadamya. However, if the person's hand is extended into another rishus, not the rishus where his body is, then we don't say kluta. So this is again, kishachevitz biyadish ani, when the item is in the hand of the poor person, ishal balabayas, or of the balabayas, the rich man, lo yishach kluta, we don't say kluta. It's referring to when the body and the hand are in two different rishuyas. What's Taisis is proof to this? Because when the balabayas placed the item into the hand of the ani, we said in the sefer of the Mishnah, if the Balabayas did that kira and placed the item into the extended hand of the ani ani's hand was extended into the Rosh Hashanah, then the ani brought his hand in and put it down. We said v'haitzin, the ani brought it down. Lo mechayev, he's not chayev. Now, if we were to say kluta, the ani should be chayev because the Balabayas put the item into the ani's hand. We say kluta k'mishon chutz, like it's resting now in the Rosh Hashanah, and now the ani did an akira, brought it out, and did an anacha. The ani should be chayev. So clearly, we see that although we say kluta when an item goes through the ear of a certain rishus, or if it's in the hand of an individual when he's in that rishus, like we see in our Mishnah, and when the ani placed it in the hand of the balabayas, although there's no dalet al dalet, he's chayiv because we say kluta k'mishon chadanya. However, we do not say it when the person's in one rishus and his hand is in a different rishus. That's the first part of Tosfos. Now let's move on to the question of Tosfos. So it's in red. Taimel, it's a wonder to the re. If there's a brisa anywhere, the hanocha that we need a hanocha agave mokim dalet on an area that's 4x4. If there was to be such a brisa, and now he continues, it's going to be in purple because he's going to mention it seems like there is such a brisa. It seems a little bit so, a bit later on, that there is such an opinion. There is such a brisa that holds that we do need dalet al dalet. How do we see this? The Amar Rabbi Zera said later on, Hamani, who is the author of our Mishnah, that doesn't make it necessary to have dalet al dalet. Achirim, it's the opinion of Achirim. Mashma, it seems the pligi rabbanon alei, that's only the opinion of Achirim, but the rabbanon argue. So it seems that there is such an opinion. So says Taisus, if there were to be such an opinion, and it seems that there is, im kain, if so, back to the question, heichi ka'amar hacha, how does he say over here, divra kol chayev? Everybody says chayev. How can we say that both Rabbi Kiva and the rabbanon hold that a person is chayiv and it's not necessary to have dalet al dalet? Im kain, if so, ahi brisa mani, that brisa that holds we do need dalet al dalet, who's the author of that brisa? So if we were to say Rabbi Kiva says we don't need dalet al dalet, and the Rabbanan say we do need dalet al dalet, so we could say our Mishnah fits with Rabbi Kiva, and that brisa, the author of that brisa, is the Rabbanan. However, now that we're saying that everybody will agree with Kluto, and everybody agrees we don't need dalet al dalet, so who's the author of the brisa that says that we do need dalet al dalet? Answers Tosfos Venir, and it seems the loy kasha midi, that's not a question whatsoever. Sheyamid Rabbi Kiva Rabbanon kimasnisin, that we should establish that both Rabbi Kiva and the Rabbanon fit with our Mishnah. That's not something which we consider a problem, a question. Veloika hi brisa, and it shouldn't fit with that brisa. The neichale lahamid masnisin kekula amal, because we prefer, it's better for us to say that our Mishnah fits with all opinions. So what Tosfos basically says is that if we have a choice to say that our Mishnah fits with one opinion and the brisa with another opinion, or to say that all opinions fit with our brisa and with our Mishnah, and the brisa is left without an author, we prefer the second choice, that all opinions fit with our Mishnah, and the brisa is left without an author. So to summarize Tosfos, first we explained that although we say kluta, generally there is an exception. We say it when an item is contained in the ear of a rishus, or it's in the hand of a person who's standing in that rishus. However, we will not say kluta if a person is in one rishus and the item is in his hand, but his hand is in another rishus. In the second part of Tosfos, we asked, how can we attribute that all opinions say hold of kluta and that we don't need dalad al dalad? Who's going to be the author of the opinion that holds that we do need dalad al dalad? And Tosfos said that's not a question. We're not going to consider it a problem that we put all opinions to fit with our Mishnah and leave that brisa without an author. We prefer to have all opinions fit with our Mishnah and that brisa not have an author than to say that some opinions fit with our Mishnah and some fit with the brisa.